This is Guitar Made Easy by Kizito. I hope you guys are good. If this is your first time on my channel, please smash the subscribe button and smash the post notification bell. Alright. Without further ado, welcome back to the Guitar Beginners course, grade 2. Alright, so I know you just watched another lesson right now, which was focused on the pentatonic scale, the most easiest pentatonic scale, which was a minor pentatonic scale. Alright. So now, today, we're going to be working on ways to change chords faster and perfectly. Alright, so I'm only going to use, for example, 4 chords. The 4 chords that we did 2 days ago, I'm sure. The power chords, you know, when we played our G power chord, our C add 9, our E minor 7th, and our D sus4. To be using, right? Now, I know I've done a couple of videos back then helping you guys change chords faster with the whole formula of you play 1, then you count to 4, right? So this is not that lesson. We already did that. If you want that lesson, I'll put it up somewhere here so you can go look at it and work on your chords, you know, to build that speed. But for now, we're going to be working on changing chords perfectly so that your chords can sound good. Alright. I know most people, they rush to play, but then you figure out that most of the strings you press are not even making good sound, which is not good. Right? No one wants to play a guitar where maybe it sounds like that. It doesn't sound nice. It sounds so harsh and so ugly. I know, like, okay, maybe I'm crossing the line here, but I mean, you know. Alright, so the thing I want us to work on is changing chords. So how we're going to do that is, let's say, for example, we're playing our G power chord. I want us to finger pick every single string, starting from the 6th string all the way to the 1st string. So the trick is to figure out what strings are not being pressed properly and don't sound proper, so we fix it along the way. Let's say, for example, our G first. Here, it's clean. You can hear every single string that is being strummed is sounding clean and nice. Right. Then let's go to our C add 9, the same thing. Now, if you can hear that some of your strings are sounding like this, you need to fix it, which means it's either you're not pressing hard enough, or your finger is literally under measure on this fret thingy here, right? Which is not okay. So you need to adjust your fingers as you play to make sure it gives you that quality good sound. Alright. So our C add 9, you can hear it's clean. If it's not clean, you stop, remove your fingers, put them back on again. I know it's going to be frustrating removing and putting just to get the clean sound, but once you get used to it, it registers in your memory, then it becomes muscle memory. When you hold the chord, you wouldn't even have to worry about how am I holding it, because your brain is so used to holding the chord, right? So, make sure everything is clean. Here, good. Then we move to our E minor 7th, right? Make sure everything is clean. You can hear. Right, and then your D. D sus4, then your D. So you just repeated this non-stop. Let's say you're playing a song, it's G. Right? So you don't need to rush. This is just to get you comfortable with the way you are holding your chords, so you can hear when you are not holding it properly and when you are, because I know some people have this thing where like they can't really hear the difference, but trust me, a lot of people can. So this will help you build that musical ear where you can hear when there's a problem. You'll be like, okay, no, I think I'm playing the chords wrong, or I'm not playing them properly. So yeah, so this is how you build that thing when it comes to playing your chords perfectly And as for changing chords faster, I have a lesson for that up here somewhere, like I said. So you should go check that out. Where I will say it again. You play one chord, then you count 1, 2, 3, 4. And by the time you're done counting, your fingers should be on the next chord, right? Then eventually, instead of counting 4, you count 2, and instead of counting 2, you just start changing the chords like that, right? So yeah, I know this lesson wasn't that hectic, but this was just something I felt like a lot of people struggle with when it comes to holding the chords, even bar chords to be precise. You do the same thing you just did now to make sure you're playing your chords properly. Practice this even 30 minutes once a day. Eventually with time you realize the way you're playing guitar, you can just play the easiest, most simple chords and it will sound so nice because you are holding them properly. So yeah, that's today's lesson. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.